He's joining us live from Los Angeles. Welcome to the program. You're able to hear that report. From your perspective, is this settlement that we are now aware of too vague? What impact will it have in this civil case today?
It is vague, but it's yet another legal hurdle for Virginia Giuffre and her team to overcome to hold Prince Andrew civilly liable. It is the broadest settlement agreement I've ever seen in my 20 years of practice, and it releases absolutely all second parties, anyone who potentially may have been included as a defendant in that Florida case. So now her attorneys are stuck arguing that because the alleged abuse happened in New York and London and the Virgin Islands, the prince could not have been held as a defendant in that Florida case. So again, Virginia Giuffre's team, they're now being put on the defense when they really should be on the offense, in addition to the jurisdictional issues that they're already facing in this case.
And for the legal team representing Prince Andrew, what complications does this present for them?
Well, it's another arrow in their quiver. And Andrew Brettler is an attorney here in Los Angeles, and he's handling the prince's case. And this helps him. Already, they're dealing with the subject matter jurisdiction issues because Virginia Giuffre allegedly is a citizen of Australia and not Colorado. And now this gives them another basis to try to toss her lawsuit entirely. So Giuffre's team is certainly on the run here. And
in terms of the outcome of the Maxwell trial, what does that do in terms of helping Virginia Giuffre?
Well, it certainly helps vindicate her, but none of the Maxwell victims or anyone who testified in her criminal case implicated Prince Andrew. Now, the question is, now that Maxwell is looking at decades in federal prison in New York, does she finally cooperate? Does she provide evidence against the prince and others? That would certainly make things a lot worse for him if she chooses to do so.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing, but with hindsight, Virginia Giuffre, do you believe she should not have accepted that settlement that was put before her?
It was certainly a mistake, both in terms of the broad language. This is not something her and her attorney should have agreed to. If they had any future plans to go after Prince Andrew or anyone else, and certainly that $500,000 number seems woefully inadequate for someone who, if indeed she is the victim of childhood sexual abuse.
Okay, we appreciate your analysis. Neama Rahmani there joining us with his thoughts on this. Of course, the civil lawsuit is at a crucial stage today in New York, as we have mentioned, and we will have coverage for you throughout here on BBC News. But now let's focus on some other news stories. A court in Canada has awarded more than $100 million